Hello everybody, it's Richard Lucas here and I'm back with some more Donkey Kong Land 3 for the original Game Boy, played here using the Super Game Boy on the Super Nintendo. And in this last lot of videos I'm going to be doing the time trial, so I'm actually going to be doing commentary over gameplay. I actually recorded last night, so the time trial was something I was and awing about. It takes me a very long time to do. It took me 3 hours to actually do the whole time trial, and I tried to do live commentary over it, but I just couldn't because I had to actually learn the levels and concentrate really hard because it's that sort of section on this game. It's the last section basically, and if you want to get the 103 completion rating and the trophy, which doesn't really do anything, then you really have to kind of work hard and sort of learn these levels by rote, memorise what's coming up and things. So I thought the best thing to do is just cobble the video together and edit out the bits where I failed and just put in basically all the times that I've beaten and everything, and just do it as one complete kind of thing, and then split it up into 2 videos essentially. So I'm going to be starting off on the first level, which is Stilt, and you can actually do these in any order. And essentially you might think, how hard can the time trial be? Well, essentially it's not super hard, but if you mess up even once, then you've got to start again because the time is very strict. You can kind of buy back a few seconds every now and again by bouncing off enemies' heads, jumping at certain parts and floating over certain chasms and things, but essentially if you get hit by an enemy more than once, then you might as well start again because you just have no time to do it. There are hidden sort of cannon barrels you can take advantage of, which do make things a little bit easier, so I do recommend kind of taking advantage of those if you can. But essentially you have to learn these levels by rote. You have to memorise everything when the enemies are coming. The levels just drive you crazy, and this is one of the things I brought up in my review of this game. There you go, completely. Is that the time trial I think is a good idea, but you don't get anything for it, and it really frustrates me to this day that Rare didn't actually sort of put like a proper reward or even a proper ending in, and it just drives me mad. But it's just one of those games that's just rare difficulty, you know. One of the things they threw in, I suppose, to add some longevity to the game. As I said, it's not a bad game, you know, and I do remember as a kid really enjoying the time trial, but again I felt my heart sink when all I saw was the trophy and that was it. I was like, oh god, really? But still, awesome game. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like, the only way I can describe doing the time trial is basically is if you're playing a complicated piece of music and you have to kind of break it down into certain sections and get good at each section, and then you put it all together, and then before you know it you're playing the whole thing. That's kind of the same sort of theory, in that you have to sort of learn each little